everyone, and welcome to the Political Job Interview, where I interview candidates running for election. I'm Vincenzo Calla, the host, and today I take on the role as the boss, giving a job interview to today's candidate, Alex Osorio. Alex is running for election for Ottawa City Council as a candidate for Ward 12, Rideau-Vanier. Thank you, Alex, for your time, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity. Glad to be here.
It's great to have you here, and without further ado, let's get this job interview started. So as with any good job interview, I'm starting off with an opportunity to learn more about Alex. So the first question, Alex, is can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your story?
Yeah, absolutely. I came to Canada when I was 5 years old from Nicaragua with my parents and my family. Lived in Winnipeg for about 9 months and then moved to Ottawa. Been here ever since. So I'm an Ottawan, I guess, Ottawa native, I guess, shall we say. Most of my life has been here with my entire family. My family started the Fire of God Community Outreach Center back in the late 80s. And we've been working at it, and it is what it is until now. So I am married 20 years. I got 3 kids. My oldest boy is 18. My girl is 16, and I have an 11-year-old. So my wife, she's a great Portuguese lady. So happy to be here and great on this journey.
Well, it's great to have you here, and hearing those journeys is so great. How you came to Canada at a very young age, and Ottawa took you in, and you made Ottawa your home, and Ottawa is your home, and you've been here ever since
Yeah.
you were really little. So great story, and wanting to give back now. You have given back through your community, and now through your church, and giving back now with running for council. So we're going to go into the next question now, which is why have you decided to run for this position?
I have a heart for the community. I have a heart for families. A strong family starts with one person at a time. Over the last several years, I've seen a lot of things that could have been done, should have been done, and for whatever reason were not done. I've seen a lot of things that can be improved. So, that old saying that why leave it to somebody else to do what you think should be done than doing yourself. So I decided to jump in and to make our ward a little bit better. With the success that we've had at Fire of God, I thought, what better way to expand that success into the greater ward, bringing better services and ability to lead our ward into another vision, another hope. So I thought this was a good time to jump in.
Well, especially now this election, your ward, among many other wards, almost half of the wards in Ottawa will be having a new councillor, and
That's
many
right.
of the councillors, including your own, are not running anymore. So it will be a very different council table and a very different panel of voices at the council table come November, right
Yeah.
after the election is done. So lots of time for change and lots of time for new ideas.
Yeah. No, I come in with re-energized, fresh vision, fresh approach. I think Rideau-Vanier has to be the creme of the creme, being downtown, to be able to attract tourists from afar and tourists from within. I think it has to be one of the best wards. The downtown of Canada's capital should be the gem of the city. So I plan on working really hard to revitalizing the whole downtown core, making it more accessible, make it more vibrant, thriving, so in both businesses and tourists and everyone alike can come, work, live, and play here.
So we're going to take a bit of time now to talk about the job and what Alex brings to it. So the first question is, what experience do you bring to this job?
I think one of the big things is vision. When you have a vision, it keeps you motivated. When there is no vision, it doesn't motivate. So I come prepared, and I come with a leadership role with a hands-on approach to make things. I'm not one to sit behind a desk. I like to get into things, so I'm very involved, very engaged. So I bring a lot of passion. I'm very passionate about families. I'm very passionate about communities. And I think that's what the fuel is behind me, is that passion to make it better. I'm never satisfied with what it is. I need to make it better. So I think that leadership role, that enthusiasm, that passion, I think it's going to go a long way to see our ward a better place.
Well, definitely, and so important. And I wanted to continue on that now. The next question, which is what sets you apart from all of the other candidates?
Over the last 25 years, serving our community, our center services about 700 to 800 families every single week. We distribute close to 20,000 pounds of food every single week. We have a volunteer base of close to 70 to 80 volunteers that work in our center. So it's not a small task to be able to maintain all the volunteers, the coordination, the planning, the execution, the implementation requires a lot of time, effort, skill, knowledge, people skills to organize all the volunteers, to organize everything, to make sure that everything continues to flow. And to be able to service 700 to 800 families every single week is not a small task. So I bring a dynamic leadership, a comprehensive knowledge on how to work together with diverse people, languages, faiths, backgrounds, social economics, whatever the case may be. So I bring a leadership role that encompasses not just one-dimensional, but multi-dimensional, that is able to work with just about anybody, whether it be a fast-paced, slow-paced, tight deadlines, making sure that everything is up to code, making sure that everything is flowing. I bring that kind of leadership. So the pressure doesn't scare me. The workload doesn't frighten me. I think I'm ready for it. And what sets me apart is I've been doing it for the last 25 years. I took over when I was 21, 22 years old, and brought it up to where it is now. So I'm not shy to a work ethic. And I think what separates me apart is that ability to coordinate so many people and have services and plans for that amount of people every single week. I believe is what sets me apart from everybody else.
Well, definitely. First of all, I want to thank you for all your work you've been doing. I remember seeing a news article on you a while back during the struggles that people were having with the food, especially during these challenging times, and seeing the amount of work you've been putting into distributing food to families that need help. And it's just so important that those sorts of community aspects and community help are there for the families in Ottawa, in Rideau-Vanier, and around all the communities that need help. And it's just so important to continue that on, whether you're running the church or running for council, and whether you become the councillor. So the next segment is called About the People. And part of serving as an elected official is serving the people who choose you and who elect you. So here are a few questions about how you want to serve the people. So the first question is, what is something that the people you would like to serve need that you would like to get done if elected?
I think one of the big things that I'm hearing at the doors is the safety aspect. I think that people want to feel safe wherever they go. I think that's one of the number one concerns that I hear at the door everywhere I go is the safety. Number two, cleanliness. Our streets are littered with garbage and whatnot. And then the last thing is making sure it's downtown is accessible. Those three things I'm going to come in and do for our citizens, and especially the ward. I want people to feel safe. So, a lot of the times I hear that, especially at when in the wintertime at 5 o'clock at night, it's already dark. People sometimes are afraid just because of the situation that is downtown. So I think bringing safety, security, cleanliness, and ease of transportation is one of the things that I want to bring to our ward to make it a better place for everybody.
Well, definitely really important, and making sure, like you said, that it's a place for all, a place for everybody to feel safe, to feel comfortable, especially now as we're exiting the pandemic and there's a lot of talks about revitalizing the downtown core and bringing people back to the businesses, especially nightlife in downtown Ottawa again. And providing a safe space that people feel comfortable in is a vital, vital, vital key role in bringing back our downtown to what it once was and more.
Absolutely. That's one of my key goals to do. I want downtown to be vibrant, thriving, and a downtown that works for everybody. I don't want nobody to feel like, with all due respect to Detroit, I don't want downtown to turn into a Detroit, mentality or aspect. I believe it's Canada's capital. It has to be clean. It has to be safe. It has to be vibrant, thriving. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands in there and making it that way.
For sure. And we're going to go on to the final question now. And you've already touched on this, but maybe to continue to expand on it is what is one accomplishment that you have achieved that demonstrates why you'd be a good elected official if the people choose you?
One of my greatest accomplishments is building on the legacy that my father and mother built, and that was serving the community. When I took over at the age of, like I said to you earlier, at the age of 21, 22 years old, right before I got married, it was a big task. And one thing that I'm very proud of is the success of the Fire of God Community Outreach Center, because it's a center that reaches, regardless of your faith, regardless of your age, regardless of your creed, regardless of your nationality, regardless of your language. It reaches everybody, and it's a place where everybody and anybody can call home. So one of my greatest success and achievements, I guess, is maintaining a center that is accessible to everybody, that everybody, no matter where you're from, can feel home. Not many places, can people come together from various walks of life and come united as one. So having that success over the last 25 years, I think it sets me apart from everybody else. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm looking forward to expanding the vision of what my parents started. I'm looking forward to expanding that into the ward.
Well, definitely. And you've talked a lot about it, and having that community outreach center as a center for the community for people to come and, like you said, come united with people from all different walks of life is a great accomplishment and something that is very good, and something that people have benefited from and have gotten help from, and a great way to end our interview today.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm looking forward to serving our ward, and I'm looking forward to great results on October 24th.
So thank you, Alex, so much for joining me today. It was great having you. I'm sure the viewers have enjoyed hearing what you had to offer to them. Like you said, Election Day is on the 24th of October. And if you liked hearing what Alex had to say and live in Ward 12, Rideau-Vanier, you have the opportunity to vote for him on Election Day. Check with your local election officials for more details. To stay updated, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at VC Productions 25. Check out my website, VincenzoCalla.com. Make sure to like, subscribe, and just get notifications here on YouTube. The political job interview is a VCalla production. So until the next video, I'm Vincenzo Calla, signing out.